Whether it's pre-booked, a taxi you flag down, or a private hire vehicle including Uber, the planned new rules would apply to every driver in England. Here in the East Riding of Yorkshire, firms like Willoughby Cars are already fitting cameras to their vehicles, funded by the local council. But each authority sets its own guidelines, and to drivers like John, that makes no sense.
We all need to be singing off the same song sheet, don't we, at the end of the day? Some councils say you don't need it, some councils says you do. Someone needs to step up and says, this is going to be national, this is what's happening, and this is what we're going to put in force.
The government thinks cameras, a national licence database and tougher criminal record checks are the way forward, but hasn't yet specified exactly which previous convictions would still allow someone to drive a taxi.
The majority of our taxi drivers are doing a fantastic job, but a lot of legislation around private hire vehicles and taxis is quite old, and we want to make sure that we have upgraded that to meet the modern needs today. But it's absolutely right that we have national minimum standards, and that's what we're going to be legislating for.
Calls for change follow high-profile cases like John Warboys, the black cab rapist, Christopher Halliwell, the taxi driver convicted of murder, and the child grooming gang in Rotherham, some of whom were minicab drivers. Abuse survivor Sammy Woodhouse waived her right to anonymity after Rotherham and insists every taxi should have a camera.
If you work in a bank or a shop, there's CCTV there, on buses, etc. and trains, so why should it be any different for taxis? You know, we're in 2019 and there's still not these things in place, and the government have been neglecting people's safety for far too long, so it is about time that they do something.
Back in East Riding, for cabbies like John, the view is that cameras protect passengers and drivers, and that tougher checks and licensing have been a long time coming. The government's consultation will run until April, before the final plans are revealed. Peter Lane, 5 News.